Good evening. We still have seats down front if you guys that are standing want to come find a seat. It's a long night. I promise to get you out within 4 or 5 hours. But it is a nice evening. I would like to welcome you here on behalf of our Superintendent, Dr. David Hicks, and our local school board, and our faculty and staff. I'd like to welcome you to the Hamilton McPherson Fine Arts Center. Tonight, we're going to recognize and honor excellence. We're thankful that you're here to celebrate with us. Parents, while it's your children who will receive these awards tonight, you are to be commended as well. Thank you so much for allowing us to work with this great group of students for the last 4 years. So I ask you to sit back and enjoy as we celebrate many academic accomplishments tonight. Ms. Armas, if you'll join me on stage.
The U.S. Marine Corps recognizes high school seniors who have maintained a high grade point average and who have distinguished themselves as leaders among their classmates. Staff Sergeant Bailey is here to present these awards.
Staff Sergeant's a little under the weather tonight, so I'm stepping in with my voice. The United States Marine Corps is awarding nominations for Bremen High School students. Our first nominee is Courtney Smith. Courtney Smith will be for the award, Semper Fidelis Music Award. Courtney, would you please come up?
Welcome, Albert.
Our second nomination tonight in the United States Marine Corps is Miss Abigail McBrayer for Scholastic Excellence. Please come up. And our third nominee from the Marine Corps is Mr. Hunter Goff for a Distinguished Athlete Award. Hunter, please come up and join us. And our last and final nominee from the Marine Corps is Ms. Haley Cook for Distinguished Athlete Award also.
Colleges and universities strive to recognize students to whom they have awarded scholarship. Jacksonville State University's Assistant Director of Admissions Advisor, Logan Hopkins, is with us tonight to honor one of our students.
Good evening. My name is Logan Hopkins, and I'm an admissions advisor from Jacksonville State University. One of the most prestigious scholarships at JSU is the Honors Scholarship. This scholarship is extremely competitive and covers the full cost of tuition, room and board, and books. On behalf of Dr. John Beeler, President of Jacksonville State University, it is my privilege to recognize Austin Smith for receiving the JSU Honors Scholarship.
Admissions recruiter Jared Twitty from the University of Alabama is with us tonight to present a scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jared Twitty, and I'm a regional recruiter with the University of Alabama Undergraduate Admissions Office. On behalf of our president, Dr. Stuart Bell, our board of trustees, faculty, staff, and student body, it gives me great pleasure to present the following award to a very deserving student. Receiving the Presidential Scholarship, Thomas Longanecker. Thomas will also be joining us at the capstone this fall. To the graduating seniors, congratulations and roll tide.
Molly Milholland is an admissions representative from the University of West Georgia. She is here to present a scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Molly Milholland, and I'm your local recruiter, but I'm here to present the Wasden Scholarship, and it's awarded annually to a senior in the Bremen public school system who's attending the University of West Georgia. This award recognizes the students who are in the top 25% of the graduating class and have demonstrated leadership ability. We are thrilled to present this year's award to Kayla Jamison. Congrats, Kayla.
We are honored to have Ms. Monica Murray here tonight to present the scholarship on behalf of West Georgia Technical College Foundation.
Good evening. My name is Monica Murray, and I'm here representing West Georgia Technical College to present a deserving graduate with a scholarship. West Georgia Technical College is a leading two-year college that is located here in our community. The college offers hands-on learning opportunities in exciting, relevant fields like healthcare, business opportunities, criminal justice, early childhood education, welding, cultural arts, and much more. With over 100 careers to choose from, the college offers something for everyone. On behalf of West Georgia Technical College Board of Directors, I'm pleased to present the Board of Directors Scholarship to Ms. Autumn Kaufman.
Unfortunately, Unfortunately, as all educational institutions, many colleges are often overextended this time of year. In an effort to maintain recognition of scholarship recipients and athletic participation, please stand and remain standing as I call your names. Abby Aiken was awarded a scholarship from Gordon State University. Bremen also, very academic and alumni scholarships. Jarvis Buffington, Caliber 1 Scholarship. Grace Clements, the University of Georgia Athletic Scholarship for Cross Country. Haley Cook, the Huntington College Presidential Scholarship, the Positive Athlete of Georgia Organization Scholarship, and the Coca-Cola Scholarship. Sydney Daly, LaGrange College Athletic and Academic Scholarship. Leslie Daniels, Savannah College of Art and Design Achievement Scholarship. Nate Daniels, Wingate College Athletic Scholarship for football. Garrett Driscoll, University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, Mock Scholarship. Caleb Elder, the Caliber 1 Scholarship. Lexi Eubanks, Columbus State University, Music Scholarship. Reagan Foles, Georgia Military College Athletic Scholarship for softball. Abby Folsom, Samford University, Dean's Leadership Scholarship. Rachel Forrester, Samford University, Dean's Leadership Scholarship. Hunter Goff, Kennesaw State University, Black and Gold Scholarship. Nathan Harden, Bruton Parker, Competitive Fishing Scholarship. Caitlin Halsey, Young Harris, Miller Scholarship. Zaria Johnson, Young Harris, Fine Arts Scholarship. Noah Lyles, University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, Athletic Scholarship for Wrestling. Hannah Lowe, Berry College, Academic and Alumni Scholarship. Rory Manley, Columbus State University, Schwab Music Scholarship. Jordan Malilo, Caliber 1 Scholarship. Jack Robinson, Bremen Football Sewing Circle Scholarship. Paul Robinson, Athletic Scholarship for Wrestling to West Point. And he's actually not here tonight. He is in Las Vegas wrestling at Junior Nationals. Jake Rosamond, Georgia Military College State Service Award. Albert Shin has been offered academic scholarships from both Harvard and Yale, and we are waiting to see what he decides. Caitlin Smith, Covenant College Trustee Scholarship. Noah Stanford, LaGrange College Athletic and Academic Scholarship. We would also like to recognize two other special scholarship recipients. For the first time in the entire state of Georgia, two students were awarded the Hagen Scholarship The Hagen Scholarship is for high-achieving, self-motivated students. This national scholarship is needs-based and academic merit with a lengthy, in-depth, multi-page, multi-task, multi-everything application process. I watched them go through. And we are very proud that the first 2 Georgia recipients are from Bremen High School, Abigail McBrayer and Thomas Longnecker. Please give these students one more round of applause and congratulations for all of their accomplishments. We also have some very special guests with us tonight to present additional local scholarships from our local scholarship applications. Sandra Stevens is a beloved first grade teacher who retired from Bremen City Schools after 35 years of teaching. Her family has set up a scholarship to honor her for her love and dedication to her students. Ms. Stevens' daughter Leslie is here to present on behalf of the family.
Good evening. I'm Leslie Pruitt. This is my sister, Lisa Stitcher, and unfortunately our brother couldn't be here tonight. He had baseball, so. We're here to present the first annual Sandra Stevens Educational Scholarship. This scholarship has been established to honor our mother, Sandra Stevens, who dedicated 35 years to the lives of young children, molding young minds in such an influential way. It has often been said that students may not remember what a teacher taught, but rather how the teacher made them feel. As a teacher, she understood the impact she could make in a student's life, many of whom are sitting in the crowd tonight. She loved her students as if they were her own, pushing and encouraging them to reach their highest potential. If you were privileged enough to be in her class, you received her unconditional love and support. Her passion for teaching was and still is evident. Choosing the first recipient for this scholarship proved to be a daunting task. When choosing the recipient, we looked for someone who exhibits the same qualities as our mom. Hardworking, dedicated, loyal, but also has a servant's heart. The recipient of the scholarship wants to become a teacher because some of the most influential people in her life were teachers. This person understands the powerful influence teachers can have in a child's life. She wants to make an impact on others in the same way her teachers impacted her. And if our mom would make her way up to the stage, she did not know that this was happening, so. Our family feels blessed to be a small part of helping this student achieve her dream of becoming a teacher. We would like to present the first annual Sandra Stevens Educational Scholarship to a student whom we feel our mom would have chosen herself. On behalf of our family, it is our honor and privilege to present this scholarship to Ms. Jaden Baldwin.
The Bremen Junior Women's Club Second Vice President and Family of the Year, Ashley Sailors, is here to award a scholarship on the club's behalf.
Good evening, I'm Ashley Sailors. The Bremen Junior Women's Club is a service organization that strives to help those in our community. We have 6 different community service areas that we try and help in: public issues, home life, conservation, arts, international outreach, and of course, education. Some of our events that you may be familiar with are the Bremen Town Festival, the Daddy-Daughter Dance, the Taste of Chocolate, and the Tour of Homes. All of these events raise money to help various causes here in the Haralson County area. Tonight, I have the special honor of giving a scholarship under our Education Community Service area. The criteria for this award is that it be a student with a heart for community service, as we are a service organization. We would also like to see that they have helped our club with a project that has directly impacted those in this area. The young lady that we have chosen this evening to receive this award has helped us with many events over the past year. She is kind and has stepped up to help in many ways for the events she attended. She has a very clear direction of what she wants to do after graduation, and she has been a great support for our club. It is my pleasure to award the Bremen Junior Women's Club Educational Scholarship to Ms. Caitlin Holtzy.
Programs. Mr. Joe Fuller is here to present a scholarship for Amplicare Medical.
Good evening. The Amplicare Scholarship is presented to an outstanding student seeking a higher education in the healthcare field, and it is my pleasure the Amplicare Scholarship is hereby awarded to Holly McClure. Congratulations, Holly.
Covenant Life continuously reaches out to support not only our community, but also our schools. Lead pastor John Butler is a former educator in our school system that developed insight and intuition of knowing what we need and when we need it. Tonight he is here to present the Covenant Life Church Community Scholarship.
Good evening, everybody. Well, several years ago, we chose 3 words at Covenant Life to associate with our church. Words to describe us and to challenge us, to inspire us. Ideals to aspire to as we fulfill our mission to go and make disciples. Those words are real, relational, and reaching. We truly believe that true life change happens only when people are honest with themselves and with each other, and when they're part of a diverse community of people who share common goals and core values. At its essence, education is about life change. It's the power to become who you aspire to be. The Covenant Life Church Community Scholarship is a $1,000 award presented to a member of the Bremen High School graduating class each year who exemplifies those 3 qualities: real, relational, and reaching. The award is not for students who attend our church, but rather is a way that our congregation can encourage a student in our community who aspires to higher education. So after reviewing the applications, we believe we have a shining example of those principles this year. The 2018 Covenant Life Church Community Scholarship goes to Miss Jaden Baldwin.
Russell Cooper is here to present the annual Real Warrior Scholarship.
I don't have my iPad like John did, so it's paper. Good evening, congratulations to all the award winners so far tonight, and congratulations to the ones prior to this. We're honored to be here tonight to present the third annual Real Warrior Scholarship. Our family decided to start this scholarship opportunity to a deserving individual who has participated in the sport of wrestling that we love as a family. The Real Warrior Scholarship represents just that, a real warrior that puts everything on the line to compete for the ultimate honor, which is victory. The sweat and dedication it takes to go day in and day out compares to none, along with the lifelong bonds that are formed with teammates and competitors. It takes that special person to balance the life of competition, academics, and normalcy of the everyday life in a wrestler's life. We feel this individual has represented that hunger and determination to do just that. We are honored to name the winner of this year's Real Warrior Scholarship to Jacob Miles.
Could Ms. Linnell Schultz and Dustin Jackson please join me on stage? The Carroll EMC Foundation trustee, Linnell Schultz, is here to present tonight scholarships on behalf of the Carroll EMC Foundation.
Good evening. The Carroll EMC Foundation scholarships are funded by a program called Operation Roundup. This is a program where Carroll EMC members can opt to round their electric bill up to the nearest whole dollar amount. Carroll EMC is a member-owned electric utility serving residential and business members in the West Georgia area. Supporting education is one of the primary focus areas the foundation supports to impact the quality of life for residents in the Carroll EMC service area. The foundation awards 2 foundation scholarships each year. The selected students must live in a home served by Carroll EMC to be eligible for the scholarships. The 2 recipients of the foundation scholarships this year are Luke Chandler and Sydney Daly. And this year, the Carroll EMC Foundation is also awarding an Extending Hope Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Jacob Carver.
Carroll EMC Lineman mentor Dustin Jackson is also here to present an additional scholarship.
Good evening. I'm a lineman at Carroll EMC, and this year EMC allowed us linemen to present 3 scholarships. They're $5,000 scholarships each, and that pretty much gives each individual a full ride to a lineman college. And they just allowed us linemen to select 3 individuals that we would enjoy working with every single day. And one of them individuals that I was honored to pick was Evan Wallace.
Greg Dewberry is a leader in the Haralson County Republican Party, and he is here tonight to present a scholarship on their behalf.
Each year, the Haralson County Republican Party awards a $1,000 scholarship to a graduating senior from both Bremen and Haralson County High Schools. Successful candidates are judged on the areas of achievement, integrity, and self-reliance. This year's recipient from Bremen High School is Braden Green.
Coach Jim Harris and Ms. Emily Harris were cornerstones of the community and Bremen City school system. Their son, Mr. Dobby Harris, is here to present scholarships in their memory.
Well, good evening, everybody. As I mentioned, my name's Dobby Harris. Actually, 30 years ago, I graduated from Bremen High School. So this year, class of '88. We'll be saying that 30 years from now, class of '18. Anyway, I always like to share a couple of thoughts about Bremen High School when I get up here. And this year, you know, you could say all kinds of things or whatever you wanted to do, but I'll just say this, you know, look around, take one of your last month of school, look around, check out your friends. You're not going to see them many times after you graduate. You'll see them at reunions, you'll see them at different functions that you all meet up at. But these are your friends and classmates that you're going to share lifelong memories with. And I would just strongly encourage you to cherish every one of those moments and think about those as you're about to graduate. I know that I wish I could walk the halls every now and then, but you'll get there too eventually, believe me. Anyway, I'm honored to be here tonight. My wife and I are here, Amy. We're honored to be here tonight to present 2 scholarships. Before I present the scholarships, I'll just take a small opportunity to tell you a little bit about the people that the scholarships are named for. The scholarships are not about me or my family, they're about my mother and father. My mother, Emily Harris, was a teacher for over 30 years. She taught elementary school in Haralson County. here if you want to. But she also taught here at BHS, and she also taught at kindergarten over at the First United Methodist Church when I was growing up. She received her education degree from the University of West Georgia. Back then it was just West Georgia College. And but she really did absolutely love kids, and it's something that we think about a lot. She always said teachers have a lot of class, so she lived by those words, I think. Anyway, my dad, Jim Harris, was a teacher, coach, and principal for over 30 years here as well. He received his education degree from Jacksonville State University, but he also got his master's at the University of West Georgia. He was a two-sport letterman at Jacksonville, football and baseball. And he coached and he taught here at BHS for over 15 years. And then he became the principal of BHS and Bremen Middle School for 14 years. So he stayed here quite a while. I do just want to say that he did dedicate his adult life to the Bremen school system and hopefully help shape what you guys are going through today and graduating. He and my mother really transformed so many lives while teaching, and my hope is that my family can do just a small part of extending that legacy and providing scholarships for the Bremen High School students. The first scholarship that I want to present this evening is the Jim and Emily Harris Scholarship for future teachers going to the University of West Georgia. This particular scholarship really is designed to encourage and to provide a BHS student who's going to University of West Georgia with the hopes and desires of becoming an educator. Without further ado, and I've got like 6 more pages if you guys are okay with that. But I'll just go ahead and announce the recipient of the Jim and Emily Harris Scholarship at the University of West Georgia to Jaden Baldwin. Looked up and noticed there's a picture of my mom and dad on the screen up there. That's when they were in college. So they met each other at Jacksonville State. My mom finished at West Georgia. Anyway, the second scholarship was created by my father back when he was still alive. And he wanted to encourage a student from Bremen High School to attend Jacksonville State. He really undeniably loved Jacksonville State University. If anybody that knew him knew that he stayed involved with that university throughout his life, but we just want to try to continue to promote Jacksonville State as a great university. I almost went there, but alas, I went to Alabama. Almost went there, but I didn't. But it's certainly a great school, and it has a piece of my heart because my mother and father met there. And if they didn't meet, I wouldn't be standing here. So. I guess the best thing to do is for me to get off the stage, so I will present the Jim and Emily Harris Scholarship. This is a memorial scholarship to Jacksonville State University to Holly McClure.
The Army ROTC recruiting officer, Greg Killeen, could not be here tonight. In his place, Bremen chemistry teacher and former U.S. Army specialist Dan Gurley has been asked to present the scholarship.
Only 42 Georgia voluntary scholarships are awarded each year.
And this scholarship is worth more than $44,000 over 3 years and carries with it a guaranteed job as a second lieutenant in the United States Army after graduation. This young man will attend the University of North Georgia, the best of 6 senior military colleges in the country. He will participate in the Corps of Cadets, take military science courses, and earn a bachelor's degree and a leadership minor. On the day he graduates, he will receive a commission as a second lieutenant from the President of the United States. He will be promoted to first lieutenant after 18 months and captain within 4 years after graduation. He will serve our country in uniform, protecting our nation's freedom, liberty, and way of life. Let us all congratulate Rep. Bullitt.
Mr. Robbie Winarchek is here to present the scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Robbie Winarchek, and I'd like to first congratulate you, the students and the parents of the graduating class of 2018. Congratulations to the efforts both of you made to be here tonight. I know it's not an easy task to accomplish. Before I get to the presentation of these 2 scholarships, there's just a few life guidelines that I'd like to mention. And as I get older, the more and more I pay attention to people who are successful, motivational speeches and such like that. And they mean more to me now than they have in the past, because you never know, maybe 12 years from now, one of you young men or women will be in front of a graduating class donating a scholarship just as I am. Some of you are going to be going to college to be doctors, nurses, or lawyers, and some of you are going to go straight into a career. If you do what I am about to tell you and keep it close, life's going to make a lot of sense to you. I was listening to a speech from a man named Denzel Washington that really touched me and keeps me going forward every day. On the good days and on the bad days, if you do these 3 simple things in life, and in this order, you'll always be successful. Number 1, always keep God first. Give Him praise in everything and thanks in every opportunity. Number 2, always do your best. It doesn't matter how big or how small, not just some of the time, or if someone is watching. Always do your best. And number 3, always work hard. Don't ever put off tomorrow until tomorrow what you can get done today. And don't ever make excuses. And don't ever be negative. You do those 3 things and you'll be one of those people that just happens to get it, and you'll keep moving forward in your schooling, your careers, and your life. My grandfather started donating a scholarship to the local high school back in 1953. He owned and operated Thorpe Sales and Service, a small town Ford dealership in Thorpe, Wisconsin. You fast forward 65 years, and I'm now the 3rd generation to continue this. We have been blessed with a great town and great customers to be able to make this happen, and this could be possibly one of the proudest moments of my life to be able to continue what my grandfather started so many years ago. So on behalf of myself and my family, we would like to congratulate this young man and young woman who are chosen as the recipients of the Pioneer Ford Go Further Scholarship. Congratulations to these two as they both make their advancement to West Georgia, Mr. Jack Robinson and Miss Alyssa Bragg.
Colby Rutledge was best known as a family man. His character was demonstrated in his work ethic and his personal testimony was evident in his deeds. His wife, Cindy Rutledge, is here to present 2 scholarships in his memory.
The Colby Lee Rutledge Plateau Excavation Engineering Scholarship was established in memory of Colby Lee Rutledge by his family and Plateau Excavation Incorporated of Austell, Georgia. Colby received his civil engineering degree from Southern Polytechnic State University in 1996 and earned a professional engineering certificate in 2006. Colby supported the Bremen education community, and our 2 daughters, Mara Margaret and Kirby Lee, attend Bremen City Schools. On behalf of Colby's family and Plateau Excavation, I would like to present the 3rd annual Colby Lee Rutledge Plateau Excavation Engineering Scholarship to Devin Sanders and Preston Williamson.
Joey and Kelly Intrican are business owners, pharmacists, and supporters of Bremen High School. Ms. Kelly Intrican is here to present the James A. Intrican Integrity Scholarship.
James Intrican was my brother-in-law, but he treated me just like a sister. He was someone each one of you would have wanted for a friend. He always had a smile, a kind word, a joke. He loved to make you laugh, and he was the life of the party. He was also love and forgiveness, and he was a light in this world. So my challenge to you is this: be a light, choose kindness. It's what you'll be most remembered for in the end. We started the scholarship fund, my husband and I, mainly to remember James, but also to honor a Bremen graduating senior. We base the decision on many different factors, but we try to choose someone that we think reminds us the most of him. This year's recipient is Hayden Jones.
Brett and Jenny Wright achieved both academically and athletically at Bremen, with their parents by their side for support and encouragement. Unfortunately, their mother, Ms. Pam Wright, lost her battle to cancer shortly after Jenny graduated in 2010. Ms. Jenny Dunson and her husband Andy are here to present a scholarship in Ms. Wright's memory.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Andy Dunson, and this is my wife, Jenny. And I'd like to congratulate you all for reaching this milestone in your life. Like most of you seniors here tonight, I never had the opportunity to personally know Pam. But having known Jenny and the rest of the family for years now, I've gotten to know a lot of stories about her, and I'd like to tell you a little bit more about her. Pam, excuse me, Pam had grown up through diversity and had a lot of things to overcome in her life, like many of you here. One of the things that she had to deal with the most was she was born with scoliosis. This led to a lifetime of chronic back pain and other issues that she had to deal with. Like many of you here today, you probably look forward to the summertime, going to the swimming pool or to the beach, to the ocean, hanging out with your friends, whatever it is that you do. Unfortunately, Pam had to spend many of her summers having surgeries or wrapped in a body cast. She didn't let this get her down though. She continued and graduated at Harrelson High School, went on to college at Tift in Macon, and then later came back home to Tallapoosa, where she married her childhood sweetheart, Johnny. Later had 2 kids, became the director of the preschool at First Baptist in Tallapoosa. Later on, unfortunately, in her early 40s, she would have another turn in life where she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Again, she kept a smile on her face, kept her head up, and fought through it. After a year of battling, surgeries, chemotherapy, and radiation, she entered remission. Unfortunately, 4 years later, she would be diagnosed again with cancer, and this time, it would claim her life in August of 2010. As I said, many of you here have overcome things, you've persevered, and you should all be commended for reaching this milestone in your lives. It's one of the first big milestones you've reached and not an easy one to get to. As we looked through all of the scholarship applications, there was one of them that stood out the most to us and really reminded us of Pam's good nature and the fact that she was always able to keep a smile on her face even though times were difficult. The scholarship recipient today that we like to represent or present the award to is Miss Jaden Baldwin.
Paul Saylor made a lasting impression on Bremen High School and this community. Many have worked diligently to ensure his legacy continues through the Paul Saylor Memorial Scholarship and the Veterans Memorial Scoreboard in our newly renovated stadium. Paul's mother, Miss Patty Saylor, is here to present the Paul Saylor Memorial Scholarship.
I'm Patty Saylor, I'm Paul's mom, and I don't think I can come to a Bremen function without thanking everyone in Bremen. It's been almost 13 years this coming August that Paul died, and even now, Paul is still remembered in a good way, and the scoreboard. I can't thank the Bremen community and the high school enough, so I just wanted to say that before I present this award. When I come up here every year to look through the scholarships, I am just like several people that already talked. We want to find somebody that was like our loved one. And I think it's not just to give to y'all, but to help us. Because we want the memory of our child or our loved one, or our mother or father, brother or sister to live on. And through these things, their memory lives on. So when I look for a scholarship through the applications, I look through them, pick a few, and then I find out, were they kind? Are they nice? Do they stand up for the underdog? The things that Paul did. And so it's with my pleasure, I want to read the plaque if you don't mind first. Paul had a kindness that was felt by all that were around him. He always stood out in the crowd. He was not afraid to do what he felt was right. Paul despised injustices and stood up for the underdog. He never felt it was important to put others down to build himself up. He loved life and lived it to the fullest. The person receiving this award has shown the attributes of what we love in Paul. God blessed, Braden Green, and may his life be filled with success and joy.
Dr. Huff to present additional local scholarships.
She disappeared. Albert, thank you for joining us tonight. Each year, there are a number of scholarships offered to graduating seniors. The application process began in March of this year for those who wish to apply. Various committee members come to VHS and select recipients from the scholarships entrusted to them for their selection. Please come forward and receive your scholarship as I call your name. Morgan Cashin. The scholarship is given in memory of Christy Davis, a former Bremen student who tragically lost her life in an auto accident. This scholarship recognizes hard work, determination, and athletic achievement. Congratulations, Ms. Morgan Cashin, for winning the Christy Davis Memorial Scholarship. Jade Baldwin, if you would join us up here, please. Jade's actually receiving 2 scholarships at this time. The Pilot Club of Harrison County, Virginia B. Morris Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Jaden Baldwin. Also, the Harrison Bremen Retired Teachers Association Scholarship is given to a deserving senior who is interested in pursuing a career in education. So both of these recipients, this is Jaden Baldwin. Congratulations. Mr. Brett Barrow, if you would join us up here. Excited to hear from the senior class how many are considered going into a field of education. But this scholarship is given by the Bremen Education Association and awards a scholarship to an outstanding senior interested in pursuing a career in education. Congratulations, Mr. Brett Barrow. Ainsley Daniels, if you would join us. Ainsley is here receiving a scholarship from the Rotary Club. They give a scholarship to a deserving graduate in honor of the president of the Rotary Club, Mr. Rob Golden. And this year's scholarship goes to Ms. Ainsley Daniels. Alpha Sheehan. Albert, I should tell the story while you're walking up here, but I will not. I will refrain. The Bremen Rotary Club Roy B. Sewell Scholarship is given in memory of Mr. Roy B. Sewell Sr., this year's recipient, and Mr. Albert Sheehan. Abigail McBrayer, if you'll join me up here. Jones Elementary PTO Scholarship is given to a senior that attended Jones Elementary. 2018 recipient of the Jones Elementary PTO Scholarship is Ms. Abigail McBrayer. Hannah Worthy, if you'll join us on stage. The Women's Missionary Union of Haralson County awards a scholarship to female graduating students who will attend an accredited college, university, or technical school. The Women's Missionary Union of Haralson County Scholarship is awarded this year to Ms. Hannah Worthy. The Bremen Educational Foundation is acting as the fiscal agent for the following 11 scholarships. Kayla Smith and Brett Barrow, please join me on stage. The H.A. Jones Scholarship was established in honor and in memory of a great educator and former superintendent of Bremen City Schools. The 2018 scholarships awarded to Ms. Kaylin Smith, Mr. Brett Barrow. Jasmine Middleton, if you'll join us up here. This scholarship is in memory of Shirley Crawford, former teacher at H.A. Jones Elementary School. This scholarship recognizes an individual who exhibits strong work ethic and determination. Congratulations to you, Ms. Jasmine Middleton. Jack Robinson. The Stan Slaughter Memorial Scholarship is awarded by the Slaughter family. And this year they have selected Mr. Jack Robinson. Haley Henry. Haley's scholarship is given in memory of John Frank McClellan, late husband of the former BHS teacher extraordinaire, Ms. Helen McClellan. Congratulations to you, Ms. Haley Henry. Quentin L. Miles was an educator for over 30 years and a principal for most of his career. He taught in Haralson, Catoosa, and Carroll counties. As an educator, Mr. Miles went above and beyond, which required him to always put the needs of his students first. Mr. Miles was a man who stood for what he felt was right, even if it wasn't popular. The Miles family awards a scholarship in his memory, and the 2018 recipient of the Quentin L. Miles Scholarship is Ms. Ashley Gable. Service Heart Scholarship is awarded to a student who completes a minimum of 300 service hours, is a BHS undergraduate, places the needs of others before himself, participates in at least one BHS sport and one service club. There's a lot more I can say about this young man, but I do think back to 4 years ago when Dr. Hicks and I were walking through the halls, and I met this young man and introduced myself, and he pointed and he said, "Is that the superintendent?" I said, "Yes." He said, "You think he'd write me a recommendation to Georgia?" So probably no surprise that 4 years later I got to write that recommendation. Congratulations to the Service Heart Scholarship recipient, Mr. Trey Clegger. Caitlin Smith and Devin Sanders, if you'll join us on stage. As evidenced by his service of 12 years on the Bremen Board of Education, Dr. Jack Pritchett valued education. A scholarship is given in his name and presented to a graduate that demonstrates enthusiasm for learning in the field of science. This year's recipients of Dr. Jack Pritchett Memorial Scholarships are Caitlin Smith and Devin Sanders. Jessica Boyd, if you'll join us on stage. The Jack Worley Scholarship from the Warren Sewell Foundation recognizes students of high moral standards, Christian character, and service who are mission-minded. The recipient of the Jack Worley Scholarship is Mrs. Jessica Boyd. Caleb Jameson, please join me. The Blank family has touched the hearts of the entire Bremen community. The two tragedies that struck this family taught lessons of courage and resilience, but most of all, it has taught us the power of faith. The 9th annual Ethan Blank Memorial Scholarship has been developed to demonstrate that the friends of the Blank family have not forgotten the powerful testimony of grace shown. This year's recipient of the Ethan Blank Memorial Scholarship goes to Kayla Jameson. Trey Clegg, if you will join me back on stage. This is a new scholarship this year. It's called the Commercial Insurance Agency Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to a college-bound basketball player who gives back to the community through volunteer service hours. The recipient is Mr. Trey Clegg. Hayden Jones, if you will join me on stage. Robbie Robinson died of a fatal heart attack in July of 2012. To honor Robbie's life, his family focused on two things he loved most: football and his alma mater, Bremen High School. A scholarship has been developed for a deserving senior football player with the characteristics, disposition, and the spirit most like Robbie. To assist the family in choosing a recipient, candidates must be nominated by the coaching staff in an interview with the family of Robbie Robinson. The family desires for the student to be in good standing both academically and athletically, and to be both respectful and respected, to exhibit integrity, honesty, humility, perseverance, and leadership. If you know Hayden, you know that describes him, so congratulations to you, Hayden Jones, for Robbie Scholarship. This time I'm going to bring a group of students up. If this group of students will join me on stage: Tristan Cruz, Mackenzie Edwards, Paige Gable, Reese Howler, Michael Herod, Kimberly Howell, Anna Knott, Austin Smith, Noah Stanford, Lauren Stone, Kenzie Tucker, Jared Warren, Hannah Worthy. You guys will just line up along the stage. I will call out your awards. As your name is called, please step forward and Mr. George will give you your award. While you're walking up, I'll tell you about the honors program earlier today. We had an honors program for 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. We want to recognize a student for 6 years of perfect attendance, and he wasn't there. He came up running late. He said, I was in the bathroom. So we'll count it. We'll count it. Congratulations for 1 year perfect attendance. If you will step forward, Mackenzie Edwards. 1 year perfect attendance, please step forward, Paige Gable. One year perfect attendance, Michael Herod. One year perfect attendance, Kimberly Howell. 1 year perfect attendance, Anna Knott. 1 year perfect attendance, Lauren Stone. 1 year perfect attendance, Kenzie Tucker. 2 years, perfect attendance, Reese Haller. 3 years, perfect attendance, Tristan Cruz. 3 years, perfect attendance, Jared Warren. 4 years, perfect attendance, Austin Smith. 4 years, perfect attendance, Hannah Worthy. I'm not sure this is even real. 12 years of perfect attendance. Congratulations. As they're being seated, I'll call the next group of students. Jaden Baldwin, Jacob Carver, Autumn Kaufman, Brian Cooper, Brooke Kerwin, Garrett Driscoll, Caleb Elder, Lexi Eubanks, Juliana Foles, Rachel Forrester, Dawson Hicks, Zaria Johnson, Hannah Lowe, Rory Manley, Dylan Messer, Jacob Miles, Albert Shin, Austin Smith, Jacob Smith, Kaylin Smith, and Preston Williamson. If you just join me on stage. We'll do the exact same thing. When your name is called, if you'll just step forward, your award will be brought to you. Congratulations to our statistical reasoning winner, Jacob Carver. Advanced mathematical decision making, Mr. Dylan Messer. Advanced Composition and Engineering Applications 2 awards go to Preston Williamson. Human Anatomy and Physiology and the Art Award go to Jaden Baldwin. Congratulations to Conceptual Physics winner, Jacob Smith. The John Baker Science Award goes to Austin Smith. The Government Award goes to Brooke Kerwin. Sociology Award goes to Garrett Driscoll. The Advanced Placement Psychology Award goes to Caleb Smith. The Laura Wagner Social Studies Award goes to Albert Shin. The Teaching as a Professional Award goes to Autumn Kaufman. Autumn also receives the Angie Barker the Work-Based Learning Award. Examining Teaching as a Profession goes to Zaria Johnson. Food Science Award goes to Hannah Lowe. The Weight Training Award goes to Jacob Miles. Jacob, you can go and flex if you want to. The Boys Key Award goes to Brian Cooper. The Drama Class Award and the Guitar Techniques 2 Award go to Dawson Hicks. The Theater Arts Award goes to Rachel Forrester. Guitar Techniques 1 goes to Caleb Elder. The Show Choir Award goes to Rory Manley. And the Concert Choir Award goes to Juliana Foles. The Band Award goes to Lexi Eubanks. Let's give one more round of applause to our 12th grade second grade. I'm going to go ahead and call names because some of you may be back up here again. Brett Barrow, Morgan Cashin, Trey Clegger, Haley Cook, Mary Jane Cooley, Austin Corcoran, Ansley Daniels, Eddie K. Folsom, Katie Hanson, Dawson Hicks, Kimberly F. Howell, Caitlin Hulsey, Hayden Jones, Isabella Llewellyn, Abigail McBrayer, Jack Robinson, Albert Shin, Austin Smith, Kaylin Smith, Noah Stanford, Brooke Whitman. These seniors on stage are being honored for excellence in the area of service. These students have performed volunteer service hours in various out-of-school activities and programs. Students are required a minimum of 200 document hours to receive a seal of their diploma. Following students are receiving a seal: Caitlin Hulsey, Isabella Llewellyn. I'll step forward when I call your names to see you. Caitlin Smith, Caitlin Hulsey, Isabella Llewellyn, Kaylin Smith, Noah Stanford. All right. Thank you. The next group have at least 300 service hours. They are Brett Barrow, Morgan Cashin, Trey Clegger, Haley Cook, Mary Cooley, Austin Corcoran, Ainsley Daniels, Abby K. Folsom, Katie Hanson, Dawson Hicks, Kimberly Howell, Hayden Jones, Abigail McBrayer, Jack Robinson, Albert Sheehan, Austin Smith, and Brooke Whitley. Students who score the top 1% nationally on the PSAT are considered National Merit Scholarship semifinalists. These students are invited to submit applications to demonstrate distinguished performance and high potential for future academic accomplishments. For the first time since 2014, Bremen High School has had a student named as a National Merit Finalist and has been awarded the National Merit Scholarship. Our National Merit Finalist and National Scholarship winner is Mr. Albert Sheehan. The National Society of Daughters of the American Revolution sponsors student recognition to express the true meaning and value of patriotism. Students must also exhibit dependability, service, and leadership. The winner of the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizenship Award is Mr. Noah Lyles. Also called HOBie, works to recognize future leaders in our society who have the potential to make a positive national or global impact. Each year, schools are asked to nominate students to attend regional leadership conferences. This year, a Bremen High School student was recognized as a leader among leaders with the Academic All-Star Award. The recipient is Mr. Rhett Bullock. Jaden Baldwin and Anna Grace Henson, please join me on stage. In 1988, Bremen High School started an art purchase award. This art is chosen from senior work and is displayed and added to the student collection in the high school office. This year, the Bremen High School Office Art Award is presented to Ms. Anna Grace Henson. The Bremen High School Counselor's Office Award goes to Ms. Anna Grace Henson. BHS School Media Center Award goes to Jaden Baldwin. While they're being seated, Zaria Johnson, Austin Smith, and Garrett Driscoll will join me on stage. The Girls Citizenship Award recipient is slated by the faculty and has been described by her instructors as dependable, kind, and hardworking. She is not only intelligent, she is also very talented and an asset both to her school, athletically, and musically. This young lady's character is exhibited in all that she does. Congratulations to the Girls Citizenship Award winner, Mrs. Zaria Johnson. The Boys Citizenship Award is also determined by the faculty. This young man is known for his work ethic. He can be found working at the Fine Arts Center or at athletic events at the parking lot, gate, or getting the field set up. He also volunteers at Bremen First United Methodist Church with sound and video each Sunday morning. He is extremely trustworthy and dependable. 2018 Boys Citizenship Award goes to Austin Smith. The Service Above Self Award is voted upon by the Bremen High School faculty and staff. This young man is a quiet leader and an exceptional role model for underclassmen at BHS. He is known for his impeccable manners and for being a kind, good human being. This past year, he earned his Eagle Scout rank, where his community service project was building picnic tables for our school. 2018 recipient of the Service Above Self Award is Mr. Garrett Driscoll. Austin, you can stay right there. Anna Grace, would you join Austin on stage, please? The T. Murphy McManus Superintendent's Award is given annually to a graduating boy and girl who positively represented their school and community both on and off campus. Mr. McManus passed away in April of 2017, and these awards are now given in his memory for his service to Bremen City Schools as superintendent from July 1979 until June of 1990. This year's recipients have been chosen by the McManus family, who have additionally added textbook scholarships to this award to reinforce the value that Mr. McManus and his entire family place in post-secondary education. Bremen City Schools' current superintendent, Dr. David Higgs, is presenting these awards. The first recipient is described as dependable, trustworthy, respectful, and kind. She is self-motivated and self-sufficient. She possesses an incredible amount of creativity and talent. She's been heavily involved in graphic design and the production of many posters and banners that you see in the Bremen City School System. The female winner of the prestigious Superintendent Award is Ms. Anna Grace Henson. This young man was voted as the most involved senior superlative because he is involved in almost every aspect of high school. However, his involvement is not what most seniors would consider enjoyable activities. It's work. He has served as the student intern for Bremen City Schools Tech Department. He is usually up in the sound room running sound. He's only here tonight because, well, he's graduating. The entire faculty has become dependent upon this man, and we have to write him passes out of class on a regular basis. The male student chosen for the Superintendent's Award this year is Mr. Austin Smith. Caleb Elder, if you'll join me on stage. This award is given in memory of Jim Harris, known as Coach Harris, who's a former principal at Bremen High School. This award is given in his memory to an outstanding senior who excels in academics and athletics, and it reflects the traditions and values and character that made Jim Harris such a special person. The recipient of the 2018 Jim Harris Award is Mr. Caleb Elder. This time, if Jason Fields and Albert Sheehan would join me on stage. Some of you may notice that earlier in the year we actually moved the Night of Honors night. We moved it because it was conflicting with the soccer game. And, it was also conflicting with the state level star teacher banquet, star student banquet. So we got this worked out for both of these guys to be here tonight. The Star Student Award goes to the senior with the highest SAT score, and he was in the top 10% of his class. Star student for Bremen High School class of 2018 is Mr. Albert Sheehan. Albert is chosen as his star teacher, Mr. Jason Fields.
Let's give them one more round of applause. For a second year, Bremen High School honor graduates have been given their opportunity to recognize an educator who has made a lasting impression on their education. Those selected will be recognized with the BHS Teacher of Distinction Award. At this time, we will call forward our BHS honor graduates and those they have recognized as BHS Teachers of Distinction. Because we have a large number of honor graduates, we ask that honor graduates come on stage, stand in the numbered location that will be assigned, and please remain on stage until all three numbers are dismissed as a group. So again, we've got three groups coming on stage at a time. Hold your applause until all three are recognized. Again, three groups, hold your applause till we're done. So standing at number 1, we need Brooke Kerwin, Lexi Eubanks, Gavin Gurley, Reese Holler, Addie Prater, and Courtney Smith. You're number 1. These individuals would like to recognize Mr. Derek Abel as their Teacher of Distinction. Number 2, we need Trey Cleghorn, Rachel Forrester, Michael Herod, and Catherine Tanner. These individuals would like to recognize Miss Jessica Allen. So if Mr. Abel and Miss Allen will come forward. And standing at number 3, we need Joseph Lyons. He would like to recognize Mr. Tony Armis. Miss Armis will be accepting on his behalf. So if the teachers will come forward as well as our students.
Teacher of the Year!
Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you. Okay, now for our next round of honor graduates. So these guys can have a seat. I need for Anna Grace Henson to come and stand at number 1. I need Lauren Knott and Noah Stanford to come to number 2. And at number 3, I need Caitlin Halsey. Anna Grace would like to recognize Mr. Bert Barrow. If he would please come forward. Lauren Knott and Noah Stanford would like to recognize Miss Felicia Brower. If she would come forward. And Caitlin Halsey would like to recognize Miss Sherry Brown. If she would come forward, please. Let's give them all a round of applause. Next, I need for Rhett Bullock to come to stand number 1. At number 2, we need Paul Robinson, Albert Shin, Caitlin Smith, and Preston Williamson. And at number 3, we need Hannah Worthy and Haley Cook. Rhett would like to recognize Dr. Candida Bullock, if she would please come and stand with him. Paul, Albert, Caitlin, and Preston would like to recognize Miss Robin Campbell, if she'll please stand with them. Miss Deborah Clark, if she would please stand with them. Let's give these students and their teachers of distinction another round of applause, please. Next, I need for Austin Smith to please come and stand at number 1. Thomas Longnecker, please come to number 2. At number 3, we need Hunter McCord and Brooke Whitley. Austin Smith would like to recognize Mr. Robert Dorch. If he could please stand at number 1. would like to recognize Mr. Jason Fields. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, moving forward. Brayden Green, please come stand at number 1. Jada Hetzmansberger at number 2. And at number 3, we need Lauren Collins, Noah Garrett, Hannah Lowe, Lucy Hughes Parrish, and Clayton Rakestraw. Brayden would like to recognize Miss Heather Thickwit. Jada would like to recognize Miss Jessica Gaither. Lauren, Noah, Hannah, Lucy Hughes, and Clayton would like to recognize Mr. Dan Gurley. They would all please come forward. You'll please give these teachers and students a round of applause. Okay, next I need for Dawson Hicks at number 1, Ansley and Kayla at number 2, and Devin at number 3. Dawson Hicks would like to recognize his mom, Miss Sarah Hicks. Ansley and Kayla would like to recognize Miss Christina Hightower. And Devin would like to recognize Miss Sandra Hopkins. Let's give them all one more round of applause. Okay, next, if Jessica Boyd would please come to number 1. At number 2, I need Tristan Cruz and Rory Manley. And at number 3, I need Sydney Daly and Haley Hembry. Jessica would like to recognize Dr. Tim Huff. Tristan and Rory would like to recognize Miss Jamie Lipscomb. And goodness only knows why, Sydney and Haley would like to recognize Erin McGinnis. I need for Holly to come to number 1, Jasmine Middleton, number 2, and at number 3, I need Morgan Cashin, Emma Kate Stiles, and Cam Worthy, please. Holly would like to recognize Miss Chelsea Moore. Jasmine would like to recognize Miss Amy Pointer. Morgan, Emma Kate, and Cam would all like to recognize Mr. Billy Pollard. If they would please come forward. Let's give them one more round of applause. If Jaden Baldwin will please stand at number 1, Hunter Goff at number 2, and Kaylin Smith at number 3. Jaden would like to recognize Miss Crystal Pollard. Hunter Goff would like to recognize Mr. Sam Robinson. And Kaylin Smith, tonight, she would like to posthumously recognize Mr. Keith Root. Accepting on his behalf is Miss Mary Root. If they would please come forward. Give them one more round of applause. Next, I need Ashley Gable, Abigail McBrayer, and Jacob Smith at number 1, Zaria Johnson at number 2, and Juliana Folds at number 3. Ashley, Abigail, and Jacob would like to recognize Nurse Randa Smith. Zaria would like to recognize Miss Sandra Stevens. And Juliana would like to recognize Miss Shelley Stringfellow. If they would please come forward. Give them one more round of applause. And finally, our very last group. At number 1, I need Bryn Alsip, Grant Santelli, and Jack Wessels. At number 2, I need Grace Clements and Daniel Crumpler. And at number 3, I need Brett Farrow and Catherine Moore, please. Bryn, Grant, and Jack would all like to recognize Miss Allison Tanner. Grace and Daniel would like to recognize Miss Tammy Thompson. And Brett and Catherine would like to recognize Miss Monica Turner. Let's give these students, all of our honor graduates, and all of the teachers of distinction a final round of applause.
While they're all sitting down, if Cameron Worthy and Jaden Baldwin join me on stage. Promise you we're getting close. Almost close. The Georgia Laws of Life Essay Contest is a statewide writing competition for high schoolers that asks them to examine and reflect on their core values, such as generosity, courage, and compassion. We're in good company with 46,000 Georgia students participating. We are proud to be able to see their values through their writing. 12th grade honorable mention goes to Cameron Worthy. And our 12th grade Law of Life essay winner is Jaden Baldwin. Guys, I'm going to bring you up in shifts for the giving out of the stoles. The following students, please join me on stage. Brent Alston, Jaden Baldwin, Brett Barrow, Jessica Boyd, Brett Bullock, Morgan Cashin, Carissa Clanton, Trey Clegger, Grace Clements, Lauren Collins, Haley Cook, Tristan Cruz, Daniel Crumpler, Brooke Carwin, Sydney Daly, Angela Daniels, Lexi Eubanks, Julianne Foles, Rachel Forrester, Paige Gable, Noah Garrett, and Hunter Goff. This is just 1/3 of our honor graduates. Congratulations to 1/3 of our honor graduates. As they're being seated, I'll call the next group. Gavin Gurley, Braden Green, Reese Haller, Michael Herod, Haley Henry, Anna Grace Henson, Jada Hessenberg, Dawson Hicks, Kimberly Howell, Kate Halsey, Kayla Jameson, Zaria Johnson, Anna Knott, Thomas Lomaker, Hannah Lowe, Joseph Lyons, Roy Manley, Abigail McBrayer, Holly McClure, Heather McCord, Jasmine Middleton, and Katie Moore.
Bishop Vito.
Congratulations to our second third of senior undergraduates. As there being seated, I'll call this last group. Lucy Hughes Parrish and Clayton Rakestraw, Paul Robinson, Devin Sanders, Grant Santelli, Caitlin Smith, Austin Smith, Courtney Smith, Jacob Smith, Noah Stanford, Emma Kate Stiles, Kathleen Tanner, Jack Wessels, Brooke Whitley, Preston Williamson, Cam Worthy, and Hannah Worthy. Congratulations to most of the rest of our honor graduates. While they're being seated, I'll call up two more students. Kaylin Smith and Albert Sheehan, if you'll join me on the stage. Presenting our 2018 salutatorian is Ms. Kaylin Smith. Now Ms. Campbell will present to our 2018 valedictorian, Mr. Albert Sheehan. Guys, as they're being seated, I'll draw this thing to a close. This school year is coming to a close rapidly, and I hope that you will take the time, students, just to enjoy every single minute. I was asked to make a special announcement that tomorrow is not senior skip day.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Sorry, announcement's already been made. Guys, I love you. You are an amazing senior class. Parents that are here tonight, I present to you the honor graduates, the prestigious class of 2018. Y'all please stand and face your parents. Thank you so much for joining us.